Welcome back. We had some great sightings of the super blue moon last night across western North Dakota. A couple of pictures I want to show you. This one taken by April in Belfield, North Dakota. Terry sending us a great shot of the moon in Washburn, and Brian Johnson sending us a great picture of the super blue moon in Minot. Now, this was before the storms pushed through. Once the storms did move into the Magic City, Brian also captured the lightning bolts in Minot. Thankfully, we did not have any severe weather in the Magic City, but parts of Dickinson and Williston, however, picked up on some severe weather. Kyle Harden sending us these photos from the Queen City showing anywhere from quarter size to golf ball size hail on the north side of Dickinson. Here's a look at Wednesday night storms. This was at 10 o'clock. Just to the west of Williston and to the north of Dickinson, we had some storms, and even around Portal and Kenmare had a little bit of activity early to start. But once they pushed north and eastward, we started to get some of the activity in the Magic City. Williston really got hit after 10:30, but in the Minot area, we had a little bit of rain and thunderstorm activity right before midnight, but the strongest of the storm impacted us just before 1 o'clock this morning with a bit of rain, a lot of lightning with that as well. But after 3 o'clock, that pushed finally out of Rugby as well as the Turtle Mountains, and we're at where we're at right now with better conditions. The good news, we did pick up 48/100 of an inch of rain at Minot International west of Bottineau, just under a quarter of an inch of rain measured. And our temperature is comfortable right now. Minot, we're at 81 degrees, 74 in Bow Bells. All around, it is normal temperature wise. It's been breezy, but for now, we've got a south and westerly breeze anywhere between 15 and 25 miles per hour. They'll let up a little bit more overnight. The remnants of what was Idalia moved out into the open water, but we got low pressure to our north in Canada, getting a little bit of wraparound moisture trying to make its way into our far northwestern counties, but I'm thinking most of us are going to remain dry for tonight. As this system pushes out, high pressure moves in for tomorrow. That gives us a lighter wind for tomorrow morning. 60s out east, but for the central and western region, we should be in the 50s for our morning lows. And look forward to warmer temperatures for tomorrow. Maybe some patchy smoke, as mentioned earlier in the weathercast, because of those wildfires continuing to burn. If you plan on going to the water, looking great over your weekend. Let's start out with Friday's forecast for Lake Darling. We are going to be in the 80s with a light west wind, south and east wind over the weekend though, and temperatures are going to be in the 90s by then. So that's where we're going to have our hottest weather for the first half, well, I'd say the first and second half of your Labor Day weekend. Labor Day Monday, however, we should be back in the 80s for our afternoon highs. And a quick look at your 7-day forecast. If the computer system wants to show it to you, there it goes finally. Labor Day, maybe a few light showers, 40% chance, Joe. But notice Tuesday and beyond, we're in the 70s for a couple of days, maybe some 80s for next Thursday.
Henry, I think your computer system might have started its Labor Day weekend already.
Yeah, I think it did.
That's all good. Yeah, thank you so much.